Gabby Mayo. Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, and George Floyd. These are names that most Americans will likely remember forever. They are not famous actors or politicians. They are three ordinary people whom just happen to be Black and whom just happen to be killed by police brutality or blatant racism. As difficult as it may be to watch the daily news or read today's headlines, it is important now, more than ever, that we pay attention to what is happening in our communities right now. With these three brutal killings in just as many months, America has been forced to see that there is a divide in our country. This needs to change now. The Black Lives Matter movement has had a tremendous impact globally. Using social media and passionate gatherings to protest decades of institutional racism and police brutality in the United States. I would first like to start off by explaining the Black Lives Matter movement. The Black Lives Matter movement started with a realization that racial injustice is still happening today. In 2013, the movement began with the death of Trayvon Martin. Trayvon Martin was a Black teenager who was killed by an off-duty security guard, George Zimmerman, who was white. The movement started by three founders: Alicia Garza, Patrice Cullors, and Opal Tometi. In a Nevada law journal titled "The Early History of the Black Lives Movement and the Implications Thereof," published on May 30th, 2018 by a man named Chase, he says, "The Black Lives Matter has made its mark on American history and has evolved from the passionate social media posts that marked its inception on a nationwide civil rights movement." He believes that the movement has been influential and that we can use it in the future. On to my next topic. My next topic will be on the current light of how social media has brought on the Black Lives Matter movement. On June 2nd, 2020, Instagram followers posted a solid Black image in support of African Americans. This was a time to let people tell their stories and for us to realize that there are people who have had a very hard time, and to let them know that we are on their side, that we stand with you. Change is taking place all over the world, and the social media has helped a lot. As heartbreaking as it may be to see what is going on in the world, it is also inspiring to see people take action. In a Times Magazine article titled "From Donating to Volunteering, Here's How to Support Black Lives Matter Protesters and Equality for All" by Sonia Manzor, published on June 9, 2020, she states, "If you want to show up for the cause, but are not able to protest in the streets, there are many ways to engage, from educating yourself to volunteering, to spreading awareness and donating. Educating is key. There are many ways that you can educate yourself by watching documentaries, reading books and magazines, and by talking to your friends and family about the racial injustices and how we can change and help. Volunteering is a more hands-on approach. It gets you out there and makes you see how you yourself can help. Manzor suggests donating food to people in need, or providing childcare for those who are protesting. Donating is another way. You can donate money directly to the Black Lives Matter movement, or you can help people who have lost people by donating to their own foundation or to themselves. Today I've talked about the Black Lives Matter movement and how change is needed. If you are just starting out, by educating yourself, it is never too late. Talk to your friends and family, or read an article about it online. The movement started in 2013. It is now 2020, and we are still fighting this fight. Maybe this time we can get it right.